Hello, team. And welcome back to the Mosaic Podcast. This is the place where we create a life and business we love, one intentional mosaic piece at a time, to create something beautiful, masterful, and extra, not so ordinary. Hey, I am so grateful that you are here with me today, because today's episode is one that I actually was not planning to record. I had another episode ready, as I have quite a few things in motion right now. The Mosaic Subliminal Vault is being restructured, so the next few episodes were just not ready to be published just yet. So here we are, one of those out of the cuff type of an episode today. So I'm not even quite in my element. I'm on travel with my son's college orientation. I'm just, trying to balance family and just having one of those great times doing it. Working on technology projects, I'm building apps, as you know, and I'm just somewhere in the middle of all of that I realized something, right? Because most people only talk about the beginnings or the endings, but they don't talk, we talk about the dreams. There is this distinction. Here I was at my son's family weekend orientation for college today, and they talked about the difference between expectations and goals. And I'm actually going to go ahead and read the slide for you here. They defined expectations as a behavior, an action, or outcome which a person is expected to perform or achieve. And the goal, on the other hand, is something a person is trying to do or achieve, often within a specific time frame. I mean, it feels similar, right? When you think about it, it feels similar. There's an expectation and there's the expectation. There's a behavior or an action or an outcome that someone is trying to perform and achieve. And the goal is usually time-bounded. But the difference, there's a slight difference between an expectation and a goal, which is not in the description, but it is implied. Expectation is rarely celebrated when it is met, but it often disappoints when it is not met. But goal, on the other hand, it is frequently celebrated when it is achieved, right? We achieve a goal and we celebrate it. But yet, expectations, even though they are just as important, they are rarely celebrated, but yet it's just as important because it disappoints when it is not met. So we usually talk about the goals. We usually talk about our dreams, right? We usually talk about the goals and celebrate them, but usually forget to talk about how to achieve them. Right? Usually we forget to talk about the expectations along the way to achieve to the goal, even though it's just as important. Right? I mean, in the social media, right, it does a thing of two in our brains. You talk about success stories. We see, transformations. But very few people talk about the expectations and that messy middle, that place where we are doing all the work, showing up every day, making progress. But even though we're making progress, but not yet seeing the full results of our work that we're putting in. So today, I do want to talk about that messy middle expectation states, because if you're there too, just along with me, because we are a team, that's what we do, we're in this together, I want you to know you're not alone, right? So social media, I talked a little bit, it's like social media has done some strange things to us. I mean, have you seen recently the posts that are not real? It's unbelievable. The AI game is full on force in social media right now. They are getting so good, you can't even distinguish what is real and what isn't. It's unbelievable. We see people launch businesses, write books, lose weight. Yes, sometimes there's this transformation videos, which are great, right? They tell you, like, it's inspirational, but you cannot have this transformation but by going through that messy expectation stage, right? We see the finished versions of people or products or businesses, but we don't see those thousands of days before it. We don't see the uncertainties. We don't see the failed ideas, failed attempts. We don't see the moments when people question everything, right? When I started this podcast, I had no idea where it would go. Sometimes I feel like I still don't. And yet, here I am, over a year and a half later, every week, showing up, recording, sharing. Sometimes wondering if, is anyone listening? I remember those first few months. Is this even real? Like, why am I even doing this, right? Whether I should continue. And then I remember, right? The purpose of showing up is not always to see immediate results. Because sometimes the purpose of showing up is becoming the type of person who keeps showing up. That is the purpose. That matters. And it matters a whole lot. And let me tell you what my messy middle looks like right now. Like, I'm building things sometimes not even ready to talk about in public. I'm investing in my health, getting up for my workouts early in the morning, trying to support my mom, going through one of the hardest seasons of her life. I'm learning the AI technologies every single week. It's changing every day. Creating systems, creating processes, making decisions, taking some risks. And most days, I'm going to tell you, there isn't an applause. Most days, even though you're doing the right thing, there is criticism. Criticism from the people that you believe that you're making the decisions that are right for them. Isn't that crazy? So there isn't validation. There isn't a finish line. Not every day is what I'm talking about, right? There is simply the next step forward, the next workout, the next decision at work, the next episode to record, the next line of code, the next meeting to attend, the next prayer to do. Sometimes it's the next phone call, the next email message to send. That's where life is actually happening. It's not the finish line, but it's happening in the middle. So when you look at the research, they say one of the biggest motivators for human beings is actually progress. It's not perfection. That you want to see even just a little bit of progress, not achievement, not that big celebration at the end, but progress, seeing those small wins, tiny victories, meaningful movement towards a goal. And the problem is, like, most of us overlook those small wins. We only celebrate the 10 pounds, but we don't celebrate the 1 pound that we lose along the way. That actually gets us to the goal. So life isn't built on major milestones. Life is being built along the way on daily decisions and progress and movement along towards the goal. The workout you almost skipped. The project that you almost quit, but you didn't. The difficult conversation that you almost didn't make, but you finally had that. The healthy choice you made, but nobody noticed, but you did it anyways. That's a win. Those are the pieces that actually matter and eventually become the masterful mosaic that we're talking about in this podcast. And the thought hit me today during orientation, like while I'm watching my son separated with student groups and families were pretty much left to kind of mingle and do their own things. And I realized this is working. This is the work. Things don't just look dramatically yet for my son, right? The world hasn't changed in one day because we attended an orientation. But I know it's like something is happening. I know, I see it. He's becoming his own person more than he was just a few weeks ago. Here we are, like he's opening the doors for me. He's carrying the laptop. He's carrying the backpack because he doesn't want his mom. It's just things that are little. I know it's moving, like the movement is happening. It started to happen. He started to have the student group. And that moment, it's like, it's making me wonder, like, what if the thing you're working on is working too? Right? Like, what if the results simply haven't caught up yet? What if the seeds are growing underground? You can't see it yet, but it is growing. What if the season that you're in is not the proof that it is failing? It's actually the proof that it is forming, like it's forming, it's happening, even though you can't see it yet. So this week, I really want you to do take this, write down if you want to, or if you don't want to write down, that's fine. Just reflect on it, right? And say think about 5 things that you're improving in your life that are not finished, but you're doing it, you're improving, and you just notice it. Just say, you know what, these are the expectations that I am making, even though I'm not celebrating the finished product, but I am meeting my expectations because I am the type of person who meets the expectations that I set for myself, right? And that you're moving towards that invisible win that nobody even notices it. Celebrate that. Celebrate that. Celebrate the healthy choice that you made, right? Celebrate that decision. Celebrate that discipline. Celebrate your commitment to the goal or recommitment to it. Right? Because nobody is going to, because the goal isn't there yet. But you know it is forming underground. And keep going. Please keep going. Not forever. I mean, not for a year. Like, just think about the next workout. Think about the next phone call. Think about the next meeting. One more chapter of your book, if that's what you're doing. And one more step, one more day towards your goal. And really have these affirmations sink in. You honor the season you are currently living, even when the results are not yet visible. You trust that every intentional action you take is creating a future you cannot fully see today. You are willing to do the work before the applause arrives. You understand that meaningful transformation happens quietly before it becomes visible. You release the need for immediate validation and embrace the power of consistent effort. You trust yourself to continue to show up, especially when the path feels uncertain. You are becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable with every challenge you face. The life you're building is worth the patience it requires. You celebrate progress, growth, resilience, and courage in all their forms. Every intentional piece you place today contributes to the beautiful mosaic of your future. You're not behind, you're not stuck. You are exactly where you need to be, and you will keep moving forward. All right, team. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you are in that expectations, that messy middle stage right now, I want you to know something. I see you. I understand it. And I'm right there with you because we are a team. Keep placing the pieces of your mosaic together. Keep showing up. Keep believing. Even though some of the pieces of your mosaic is broken, keep putting it back together. It's going to be meaningful. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be masterful. Because one day you'll look back and realize what felt like it was a messy middle was actually the season where everything was becoming and coming together. So one call to action for this episode, if this resonated with you, please do subscribe to this podcast. Don't miss any of the episodes. Don't miss the next affirmations, please. I am out. Until next time, keep creating your life and business one intentional piece at a time. Love you. Take care.